Hello. All right. Today we're going to do a video on coding a writing improver. So we have our cursor open and we're going to take a slightly different approach on this one than we usually do. So I'm going to make, first we need a requirement.txt file. Main.py. So actually, what we're going to do is first we're going to make our cursor rules file. And I have all of these prompting strategies in my system prompts, but let's just include it here. And you can kind of see, just pause the video and you can read some of this. All right, so we have the cursor rules, and now what we want to do is let's make a new file called prompts.md. Okay. Here are prompts to generate code that builds our project. This file should be read and input for every change in code base. Also, when using this file to generate code, follow let's think about this. Follow each new act of code generation with appending a description of what happened in this file. This file should continue to grow. Okay, so, all right, so, context. We are going to build a Flask, we'll just say a web app, libraries, Flask, that has a single page web app that has a few columns. The first column will input a chunk of text. Let's say chunk later. Subsequent columns will be various modifications to this text by calling LLM APIs such as OpenAI or Anthropic. Okay. So Flask layers. Okay. So layer 1, basic Flask app. Okay, so create a basic Flask app that has 3 columns. The first will input a bunch of text. Each subsequent column will call OpenAI's API to generate a modification of the text. The first column will say, condense this text into half the number of words, and the second, let's actually do it this way. 1 columns will perform the following task. First column, excuse me. Okay. Now, the second column will say, reorganize this text to be more coherent. Okay. So, for now, you will since this is the very first layer and we have no code written, you will have to stand up a Flask app, create the necessary API endpoints and routes, provide some basic front-end code, and read in an OpenAI API key from the API keys.yaml file. Okay, so now that we've written this, layer 1 LM instructions. Let's try this. Layer 2, okay. 2 to do. Replace. Okay. Let's try this. I've never done this before. Control I. Now, anytime I share, okay, let's just do LM API keys. There we go. And now I will move this file so you can't see my key and steal all my money. Open containing folder. Open this with Kate, and let's reload my OpenAI AI key. Give me 1 second. We're 7 minutes into this video. Okay. Okay, this was fun. Creating a key. Copy. Okay. Oh, great. It showed up. Oh, well, you know what? I'm just going to delete this key when I'm done with this video. So, whatever. Okay. So, now we have we don't need cursor rules. That is always shown, always included. So, main API keys, prompts, requirements. Follow the instruct. And then we'll do new file index.html and then minimal HTML file. No. Ignore everything else. Just put a few lines of HTML that you need as bare bones. We will add functionality later. Okay. Good. Okay, so now we can include, let's just make this bigger. We can include the HTML index. And make layer 1. Let's see what happens. Okay. Got code coming. Load API keys. Create OpenAI client. Process text. Nice. It's making the index file. Just spent 5 minutes making the prompt and only like a small amount of time generating the code. Let's see what it does to this. Okay, accept all, save all. Let's close this, and let's create a new environment. Create environment, virtual environment, Python, install the requirements file. Close this. Close this. Okay. Python 3, main. Okay. Let's open this. Okay. Really long-winded text. Actually, let's just do, well, let's use my Substack article. Let's just take something there, process text. Huh. All right, look at this. Reorganized version. Very nice. Okay, now we can have some fun with this. Great. So let's go back to our prompts. We're going to do this again all through our prompts. Layer 2. Now that layer 1 is complete, we need to process the text differently. We need to break the text, which might be extremely long, into smaller chunks, like the length of a paragraph or two, and process each one independently. We should ideally use a known library that handles text to do this chunking instead of reinventing the wheel. Okay. For each chunk, we must ask it, instead of just no, let's just do one at a time. The output should amalgamate into a single response with some breaks and be some chunks 17 in between the output of the chunks. Okay. Three. Response to. Okay, so now let's go back here. Great, that worked. Now create layer 2 from prompts. So this approach I'm taking today is like, write no code, but write a running file of the actual prompts I'm going to build. I'm going to use to build this. It's not bad. 13 minutes. Okay. Okay. Wonder how it'll do it. What's this? Response NLTK for text. All right, so now NLTK pip 3 install dash r requirements. Okay. Python 3 main. Okay. Let's just put my whole blog post in here. It's about improving your own. Right. Okay. Process text. Chunk 5 of 10, 6 of 10. All right. Not bad. What model is it using? G3.5 Turbo? No. We want OpenAI API models. GPT, I just want this one. There we go. Okay. And chunk 1. Okay. And this is to be organized, limited hallucinations. All right. How did it decide on the chunks? Chunk size. Let's press F12. Let's refresh this. Really long blog. Actually, let's do the GPT-2 publication paper. This one. Can I copy all of this text? Let's see. Let's just copy all of this text. See what it does. Oh, chunks of 101. That's too big. No, this is not right. All right, so this chunking is not really good. We want to figure out, you know, chunking like that, approximately a few paragraphs. Okay, what else? Also, we have a new column to add, which is a critique column. This should read in the prompt instructions from, we'll call it critic.txt and use that concatenated with the text to show it in a new column. You may need the web app to have a horizontal scroll bar. Okay, so now we're going to go. We're going to add the new file, critique, and I have my critique text here. Let me find it. Okay. Now, where is it? Okay. So, we do want the critic. Now do layer 3. I'm at 19 minutes, so I'll probably stop this soon, make this a 20-minute video. Let's go. And then we're going to make this have some style and be done. There we go. Perfect. Beautiful. Accept all. Save all. Now let's load the Flask app again. Oh, look, and we have the harsh critique here. Maximum content length. Okay. Hold on. For now, this isn't working. Let's look at the coder cells and see how it's estimating it. Okay, so problem with this, we're going to have it redo this, but we're going to say a problem with the first attempt at this was the estimated chunk size assumes there are new line breaking paragraphs. Instead, we need to consider breaking this by sentence. Okay. Redo layer 3, reading the issue of, let's just copy this in. And let's see what it's doing. So this was going to change. Come on. Accept all. Save all. Okay, let's refresh this. What is this error? Okay. Whatever this is, we're going to do it. Wait. Oh, I lost the chunk 1 of 86. Nice. Okay, this is much better. Okay. Target chunk size. We should probably do this asynchronously. I guess for now it's fine. Okay, so next layer. Layer 4. PQDM to show progress for the chunking and processing. Okay. Okay, now the output of the condensed chunks should be concatenated, rechunked repeatedly until there are 500 words left. Why not? We need this to be beautiful, like, and aesthetic for a writer, scribe, user. And we'll do style.css. Oh, and the last thing we can do is JavaScript code can be broken into a separate file. Endpoints.js. Okay. And then we can run 6 concurrent requests to OpenAI. No, it's fine. We'll just leave this. We'll try it on this one first, my blog post. Let's stop this. Okay. On the 6. Oh, well, let's at least see what it does, and then we'll do layer 4. 2. Okay. Oh, the ultimate critic. Is this doing something? There we go. Okay, let's see what it did. This is kind of funny. Look at this harsh critique. This text is a prime example of pompous hold on, I want you to read this. It's kind of funny. This prompt I use for critiquing. Pompous techno-baggage tries to patch off his glorified search into some revolutionary tool. Reeks of trying to create false senses. I said act like a Reddit pseudo-intellectual was part of my prompt. Further patch off false, it's both disingenuous and irresponsible. So, now the condensed is pretty good. Users can also focus on specific platforms, blah, blah, blah. Before using a search engine, Plexa, suggested by founder Aravind, limited hallucinations, providing correct information as they predict the next word. Plexa doesn't give direct answers, but summarizes the web page, reducing hallucination rates. LLM compresses web data into an answer, citing trivia, Plexa, more information on an actress. So, pretty good. Okay, what we're going to do, this is it. I just wanted to show you some of the prompts I used here. And let's just do layer 4. Great. Implement layer 4. And then let's add the JavaScript file, style, and the endpoint. Let's make sure it's included in my style endpoint. Prompts. Beauty of Composer is it does all of this at once. Accept all, save all. And let's just rerun it. Let's just do this. Let's do a different blog post. Popular Google blog post. Fine, whatever this is. Let's ask it to summarize it. And let's actually watch. Is this doing something? Style.css. Oh, I need to fix. These need to go in here. And that's what I need to do. Where's the style.css? It needs to be in static. Okay. Static. And there we go. There we go. Much better. Oh, look at this. This looks fancy. Oh, we have the TQDM progress bar here. I'll pause this video until it finishes. Hey. Look at this. See me. All right, we are done. So we got Google's blog post, condensed version. This is 500 words, but it did it iteratively. All right, so let's summarize what we did. One, this condensed basically chunked it up. So you see the different chunks here. Tried to reduce the word count by 2 without losing meaning. And then repeatedly did that until it was 500 words. This reorganized version took each chunk and reorganized the content in it. And this critique kind of, I'll show you what the critique prompt is. This is my critique. So I'll pause the video here and you can read what I said. Actually, I should do it on 2 different lines. Now you can read it. Okay, so this time what we did was we just kind of showed what layers we were going to do for each one of these. It didn't give a response on this one, but this allowed it to understand the context of what was built step by step. And you saw we had to fix some things, but in general, we didn't really have to write much code ourselves to build this. And, you know, everything was pretty easy to do. And we came up with this, which is a pretty nice way to take some text you want to write and give some different versions of it in a nice, beautiful web app. So the goal of these videos is to show you how I would use Cursor to build things. And you can check out my other videos on the Theta Tech AI playlist on YouTube that have the other Cursor 0 to 1 videos. So hopefully this was useful. And until next time, take care, everyone. Now I gotta close this loom.